Welcome back to Anno 1117 Pax Romana, and I'm just going to continue off where we left in the last episode, to be honest. I am recording this the day after, but I'm going to let people get a chance to comment. There has been a couple of them already. Also, at this stage, I kind of feel that it is relevant to actually do record what I'm playing anyways, so... because this is like the initial stage of the game and blah blah blah, so yeah. Let's just start up the game and see what Ben Barligan has to say here. Okay, a hint about the patron god. We haven't selected a patron god yet, although we don't have the sanctuary yet, but I don't think that really matters, so let's go into the religion, and I think we're going to pick Ceres. Now, I guess I should just do a quick run through of our options here. I have Mercury Lugus unlocked thanks to the Hall of Fame. Mercury Lugus is good for an island that is focused on trading. Also gives you prestige from harbor buildings like depots, from specifically depots, trading piers, and harbor warehouses. They produce additional prestige, and as you can see from all of the 5 dots, it's up to 250 prestige per building, but it's actually quite nice, a bonus. But he's not relevant for this island. The second one, I think you start out with these 3, like Mars, Neptune, and Ceres. Mars is being the god of war, increases troop morale, reduces the workforce required per troop. So that affects the troops, not the ship workforce. And he affects the production chains that has to do with weapons, armor, sandals for some reason. Maybe the sandals are required for some of the troops, I'm not sure. And charcoal. Too sure why he would increase charcoal, but okay. Then you have Neptune, the Lord of the Waves. His main bonus is that newly constructed ships are more durable and have reduced upkeep. You can see 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and 50%. Also has 10% increment of bonus production to the, I guess, I'm not sure what the seashells are for, but nor the cockles, but at least these 3 are seafood chains. So the sea industries, I guess we can say. Ceres being the divine deity of farmers, mothers, and marriages, gives bonuses to the production chains that are the most important. Particularly these 3, bread, porridge, and olive oil. Her bonus is population, so you get up to +5 population per house or residence, and also the usual 10% here. Now, of course, you could also take a look at the global here. So Ceres gives, I'm not going to bother with the shrine, it does the various things like Neptune gives fire, safety, and income, population, health, so forth. But these bonuses are the relevant ones. So Neptune, you get additional belief from buildings near cisterns. Ceres gives you 50% more production from all of your farms with the... Personally, I kind of feel that as a downside, because you'll have to add 50% more field modules, but it's fine. It's a good bonus. Mercury unlocks the ability to construct gold mines. That is actually quite relevant for trade and money income. And then Mars gives you the gladiators troop recruitment option on the 4,000 devotion across all of your islands as an exaltation effect. On the 7,000, you get 10% ship speed from Neptune. You get 300-ton more storage limit from Ceres. You get 50% more unloading and loading speed on ships and wagons with Mercury. That is actually quite good. And Mars gives you +1 offense and +1 defense for all troops, which I assume is probably very substantial, but me and military, I have no idea. We're gonna pick Ceres, as I said, so let's set Ceres as the island patron. We don't have that much belief currently, so I don't think we're really going to get... We actually are going to get 20% bonus on our farms for this. So, because we're going to be somewhere like here? No, we're actually going to get the +1 population as well. Okay, yep, so that's out of the way. When we build this, we're going to get a heck of a lot more. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Boom. So we go to 500, and it's just rising now. So that's going to put us up, not the research screen, the devotion screen. That's going to put us up to here. So we get 30% bonus to productivity in addition to the +1 population. We're also going to build the Grammaticus because I do want research. We have 117, and then we have 408. 409, and it's going to rise a little bit because the population that we're getting from Ceres will also be affected by this. So the first thing I want to research, which I probably think is the best thing to research first, is trading post improvements. This allows you to upgrade your main island warehouse, but the technology that I'm actually going for is this one, sewing circles. +1 knowledge area effect from all of the spinners. We're just gonna click that, and I don't see the need to queue up any more of this technology for the time being. It's gonna take a while to complete this. 10 minutes, and then 18 minutes for that. So by the end of the episode, we should have both of them, and then we'll pick another one as well. Now, we have to take a look at our production here. Everything here looks good currently, so, and also we get the level 4 city. We need, it's minus nice on island health here. Also, the island fire safety, that's starting to worry me. We definitely are going to need to build some firehouses in, what are they called? Vigilance. Oh yeah. Shoop. And shoop.
One of your cities is at risk of a great fire.
Yeah. See, now it's crossed 500 minus, which means that you get that warning. So we can now have a major inferno. Risk of an inferno, up to 30 buildings at once, which I don't want that. So let's find some good locations for a couple of vigilance buildings, I think. Does that... I think that covers all the way up there. If I do that... Yeah, those are covered. Don't think there is room for that. Ah, excellent. So we can build a fire station there. That will cover half of the city, which is good. Might as well build a road there. Some decoration on the side there. I should also probably get some decoration in soon. Now, that actually covers so far down that I think we can have another one just placed there, and that should cover most of the rest of the city. Doesn't cover the harbor area, but I don't think the 4 buildings down there is going to be a major crisis. So those 2 fire stations took us all the way down to 200 and... Well, it's increasing, but... now we definitely want a fire station in this area here. This area has a lot of fire balances. You can see this warehouse here, minus 14. So even this one, we'll just bring it up to -12. But it should do something at least to our fire security. 258, so not that good. We could also build one here, I suppose. We'll have to live with some of that for now. We're going to unlock more buildings eventually. Health would also be a good thing. Having a Medici would definitely be a good thing. I'm not sure where we want to build it though. I think that looks like a good location for it. So if we take these two and put them there, and these two and put them there. Yeah, that's on the outer border really of the... so just have to accept that we get a little bit less knowledge. The Medici there, and that puts us in positive on health. So we get 360 from that one Medici building. Happiness. That is the final thing. Custodia would not be a bad idea. I'd really rather not have to build it so that it takes away our knowledge. But I can't see a way to avoid it, really. Okay, there's actually no room for a house down there. Let's put these there. Let's remove this road. If I re-add that road. Stretches to there. So it doesn't affect the building. We can put Custodia there, and then we'll build 2 roads there and 2 roads there, and that puts us at 223, whereas 226 of that is from this one building. Good. That took quite a bit of our tiles, but not too worried about that. Which brings us to these things here. We've given them a sanctuary and a grammaticus. I just need to quickly check. Yeah, that's enough. But we do need another sardine fishery, and we need more tunics and pileuses. Those copy that. That should be enough. I think we have all of this covered by... not up here, actually. This isn't gonna have a warehousing ring. You know what? You can always build a warehouse. Down there. I'm clicking the R button because I'm used to that being rotated. You can, I could remap the button, but down here it looks actually. Just check. No, these are covered. Okay. I think we might need more. Nope, we actually do have enough sheep and hemp for that, so... Yep. We got the trading post improvement discovered, so I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade this port so we get more storage space and also loading docks. That'll cost us 25 timber and 5 tiles and 500 gold, but I kind of feel it's worth it because plus 75 storage is just very good. Now only the fire safety is in the negative. We have everything else in the positive. 108 prestige, that's not really very excellent. I'm avoiding clicking this on purpose because that usually requires one of the foods here. So I want to have these foods in stock before I click that, because that is a festival that we can host. And while we might be able to pay for it, I'd at least like to see if it is possible for me to pay for it using the good. So, a grain mill, which can be built on these river slots, takes 30 seconds, which is enough for 2 bakeries, and requires 2 wheat farms. Which means basically that I think we should build a wheat farm there. That is a lot of fields. Imagine that with the series thing with 50% more fields, and you can see why I'm a little bit dubious about that. Yeah, I'm sure you're seeing my skepticism in effect here. That is a lot of farms. 280 fields for the wheat. Let's build a diagonal road so we get this little knob here of diagonal construction again. I mean, 50%, that means 2 farms. We'll do... Okay, this one has a... I need to look at this. That was good that I saw the timer there. A manacled woman is escorted into your presence. She's guilty of violating the law of majesty, claiming to be a goddess and gathering followers. The Empire is very touchy about such claims, but the woman insists that she and her people pose no threat. To decide this woman's fate. You can pardon her. That'll give the island +1 happiness for 4 hours. We can pay her to renounce divinity. The Emperor dislikes this option, so that would give us +2 knowledge on all buildings and -1 belief for 4 hours, but -5 reputation change, and it would also cost us 10,000. You can execute her. The Emperor definitely favors that decision, +10 reputation, but -2 happiness on all buildings on the island for 4 hours? I don't think so. Exile her and her followers, that does not have any effect, but that +1 happiness, I'm going to pardon her. You announce that you have no quarrel with the woman or her followers. They are Roman citizens after all. The woman lowers her head in gratitude and relief, and the cult is free to worship their goddess. Effects the law of majesty, +1 happiness for 4 hours on all buildings on. I think they kind of forgot a space. But yeah, that's not too bad. Puts us at 483 island happiness. We have 256 from that event. Well, apparently I have 256 buildings on the island, I guess. Okay, let's just keep track of our wheat. I want 4. There we go. Now we can build a grain mill. I think the bakeries do have fire risk, of course. Because why wouldn't they? I'm going to build a road going down here. I don't think that is 140 tiles. If I do it like that, that could be 140 tiles. Sure. We'll see. Just need to have the road there so I don't forget and build something there and then I can't get to the mountain slot. So now we're making flour. That's good. It's going to take a little while so we can start up on the garum production. The garum works. They have -2 happiness per building in their radius. It does increase the income, but I mean, if you know what garum is, you probably know and understand why it does give a negative happiness modifier. That stuff. We need to fish some mackerel and we need some salt. So the garum works have a processing time of 1 minute 30, which means that one salt works can support 3 of them, whereas the Scumber's Shack has a processing time of 1, which basically means that the ratio here is 3 to 1. And, or, I mean 3 to 2. Then one of this will actually be, so 3, 1, 2. So the optimal, if I wanted to perfect this, it would be 430. Yeah, if I wanted this to be perfect and have nothing in excess, it would be something absolutely ridiculous. Which, to be honest, we don't need anything that ridiculous currently. Can build that, well, if it wants to build. Apparently it does not. That was weird. And then we need a road. That one has to be diagonal. You can see that it takes up 2 grids. Okay. Why is that blocked? That is weird. Oh, it's blocked because of the harbor. Or, no, it's blocked because it's too far in. Put it there. Can I put this one further out? Can, but then I lose. I mean, that's fine actually. There we go. And in that time we've made a lot of flowers, so we can find somewhere to put down 2 bakeries, I suppose. How about turn off diagonal construction and I build a bridge over. That'll also give us access to the mountain slot. do this and this. It look pretty. And then I'm going to need a charcoal burner somewhere here. Don't like that number. That looks promising. We also need... can I get access to this river slot? Yeah. I mean, that would have worked, but it kind of looks better when it has that little turn. So that's that. So we are going to need warehouse. I did not mean to do that. Of course it isn't symmetrical. What happens if I move this? 93. That's good enough. Want it to be. So these bakeries do give plus or minus 2 fire safety in an area effect. We'll just have to live with that. Okay, so that's the sewing circles complete.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
And I have too few plebs. How can I have too few plebs? Ah, the riffraff. Those. That's enough for now. When they get bred, we're going to get +2 population. When they get garum, we're going to get no population, but we're going to get income and happiness. Sandal makers give population. Soap also gives population, but we cannot make soap without settling another island, as that requires lavender. In this area down here, I think it is also a good idea to build a fire station. Not going to affect a whole lot of buildings, to be honest. Yeah, that looks like a good location for it. Let's go into the research again. Have a look here. So that means we get more knowledge, which is good. Plus the 3 income area effect from the fishing huts isn't too bad, but I don't intend to have the city down near the fishing huts, so for now I kind of feel that one is irrelevant. Depots, no. Being able to upgrade warehouses, that one would be acceptable. Effect range of markets, plus 25%, yes. Flagship cargo slots and cargo weight slowdown, yes. And additional patrols from both the fire. I also want wells and I want watchtowers. These are small 2x2 buildings that give additional fire safety and additional happiness. There is one for the health as well. This one, latrines, but that one is 2x3. Yeah, I'm gonna take the night watch as well. Is there any of the military ones that? Yeah, the repair crane. The other ones aren't that important for now, but the repair crane definitely is. So, yeah, that's a fairly good queue. Do we have enough salt and mackerel? Yes. So let's also build a garum. works. We can build that there. Not too worried about the happiness of these few buildings in this area here. Yeah, you can see that series is definitely affecting our output. We should have 2, but we are getting 3. Garum, we're also getting ample of that, so let's just leave that. And now we also get access to Amphitheater, which gives 2 population. Does give a negative fire safety, so that's not something that I want to build inside of the city. Same thing as with the bakeries and the Garum works. Could put them inside of the buildings in like the residences. -2 happiness per building, or even worse, -2 fire safety per building. Yeah. Same with this one, -2 fire safety for just 1 income. The bakery at least gives +2 income. The olive oil, though, that one is good. Gives 1 additional health. So, but we don't have olive fertility on this specific island, so I'm gonna build the road down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, so we can have another Garum works here for when the time comes. As for the bakeries, we could just build 2 more bakeries here. I currently feel we don't need that, so that is actually okay. When it comes to, we need to settle another island to get to the olive and soap and the amphora. Amphora? Not entirely sure how that one is pronounced. You can make fun of me, as some of you like to do, in the comments, telling me that my pronunciation is wrong. I was told that I made a review, not a review, of the video today. I'm not sure if I actually said review, but if I did, then I assume those of you who watched the review got a little laugh out of that. But you deserve it. I mean, I live to entertain. Right? I have a feeling some of you might not believe me. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, so the sandals we can make on this island. It's a pig farm. We already have enough salt to supply 1 of the tanners. And we only need 1 tanner, because that is actually enough for 2 sandal makers. The question is where I want the pigs, though. That's an area effect of -2 health. Our health is not very good at the moment. I think I kind of want this out of the way. Warehouse organization was discovered, so now we can upgrade. This thing doing something weird, or am I? Oh. These also have an area of effect of -happiness. They're not that big. We would need another salt work or salt ponds to be able to have 2 of them, though. But I only need 1. The sandal makers we want to put inside of residence. Wherever those are. This is too big. Quickly check here. The porridge is very close to max. For the rest, we are fairly well. So it's just a matter of getting those sandals up and working. There are some piggies, like 4 of them. Go and then build a tannery that way. Means I can have 2 of them with a nice little road in between. No, that doesn't work. Do that then. Okay, I'll build a road like that. Turn that around. It can be back to back. Now we're waiting for the leather to be made. Then build sandal makers out of the city. Let's just double check that the salt production is actually proper. Yep, it is. No, that's flour. Salt. Yep. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. Construction materials is irrelevant. Having one more oat porridge production chain probably wouldn't hurt. So we can do that while we wait for the leather to be done. How many?
Fire has started in your city.
Yes. It's close enough to the fire that I'm everywhere. So each of these 80 fields. Probably too far away. I'm gonna test it. 75. I actually like that. Sure, there's a little gap there, but that's actually okay. Do we have enough? No, we don't have any oats. I have to produce some. This warehouse I should probably upgrade, but these things are working so slowly that it doesn't seem to need the upgrade. Plus 10 on the maintenance cost and 8 more workforce, so... the leather... We have 1. Oh, the Emperor wants something.
Away, Prietor. May the gods protect you.
Why, thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. You stand in the presence of Empress Julia Augusta, the daughter of Servius Julius Albus. How do you wish to respond? A ruling emperor controls all provinces of the empire. The higher your reputation, the greater your privileges. Your reputation is displayed in the diplomacy menu. We can hail her.
This rebellion ends now. Extensive wars are bad for trade.
There are no rebellions. That gives us +1 reputation, or we can give her a wide berth. Or -1 reputation. We're gonna hail.
I look forward to seeing you around more often.
Yeah, I'm not sure the feeling is... Depending on what you demand of me, I'm sure you're going to make demands, so... I did station the triremes out here.
Finest. Ready.
Not that I'm going to buy any specialists currently, but
Some like things wrapped and rose scented.
What could you possibly require?
what
People
missions
come
do
here
you
to
have?
live a little, just like before the eruption.
Deliver 21 tons of sardines. Sure.
Neptune's finest.
Let's see here.
Ready.
I do think you sell sardines, so let's buy 21 tons of sardines, trade, and drive
These
over
were
to the
generous
lighthouse.
terms.
Yes, they were. Especially considering I'm making money from this. That's 1700 and something profit. Yes.
The families acknowledge your efforts.
Thank you very much.
What
Appreciate
could
it.
you possibly require?
See what quest we can do for Diana.
Sweet melon. I haven't slept for days.
Why? Pick up crates. Sure. Let's pick up some flotsam.
Proprietor.
Pick that. We can pick back at the
Time
lighthouse.
flies,
and
as do we.
Ring the bell. I'll probably miss it, but... Okay, I think it was this island here that has lavender, resin, and olives. So that one is the one that I want to settle for
Salway, Proprietor.
this specific tier. I'm gonna bring those materials. Let's have a look at the... This is a very inconvenient island in terms of the rivers. Let's put Meripath, the chromatic surveyor. She does give more hit points and movement speed, and also the favorable wind angle. Captain in the flagship. And then... I don't really know where I would build this island, because this is very... Have this area here. We have the area over here as well. Kind of looks like it's mirrored in a way.
Mariners, forward!
Like either here or actually this probably looks better, to be honest, because I could build a city up here. It also happens to be the highest point of the island, so not that I think I'm going to need any aqueducts on this island, but mastery. Cargo slots, the flagship. Yeah, where did I put? Let's go set that
Festina
on the islands.
Lente.
We rely on maritime routes. Patrons come from far and wide for Lilybion's entertainments.
And that is a military ship for sure.
A trader should know the ocean.
This one too.
I dip my toes inside every chance I get.
I wonder if we can build a shipyard yet. We can actually. There's ropes and sails. No effect. Their range. Need another hemp farm. Probably on a sheep farm. Okay, so that. I can also go 3 over. Need to do these. Can that. Okay. Then I need a hemp farm. That there. That move the farm. So add 2 road there. We're negative on health again because of the buildings over here. What I could do is the Medici isn't that expensive. This will cover a lot of buildings, so yeah, let's build a Medici here just for now. That puts us up in positive health again. Do I have any specialists I can put inside of... Oh, I haven't built the governor's villa yet. That's something that I probably should do. Yeah, the villa is kind of a big building, though. I think I want it here. Now these buildings are probably going to start losing... No, actually they won't lose to any of those. They might lose access to the influence of... Yeah, I'm suspecting that if I, for instance, take a player's filter... buildings...
If I had a tavern for my tombstone, I'd be the laughter in the walls.
So maybe I can move this. Five buildings I'm losing, but I'm getting a lot more down here. So Clothier, all of them are still covered because of that's fine. Now we take these buildings and we move those there. We remove the road there. Then villa.
Your first soldiers think they're ready. I dare say the beginning of a mighty legion?
Yeah, with the two entire troops.
Auxilia to the fray.
Oh, it's 2 troops of 44 each, actually. Okay. Yeah. Never tried that before. Do we have any specialists we can put in here? Yeah, we do. We have Actorius Maximinus, the Numularis Nonpareil. Expert navigator of the Empire's labyrinthine currencies. Plus 1.5 income area effect and minus 75% upkeep cost. So we currently have 831 in income. So let's put him in there.
Ready to earn, boss?
Yes. That puts us at 1,136. 755.5 from him alone. If I take him out again. No. 300 something from
Ready to earn, boss?
area effect, of course, is from buildings like Peleus filters, I believe. Yeah, +1 income, so that's also counted in. I would have liked that to be a separate one from specialists, like area effects from buildings and area effects from specialists. That would have been a nice separation. This island will cost us 22,500 to settle. We have that, so...
The difficult second step has been achieved with aplomb. Your confidence knows no bounds.
Oh, thank you, Ben Valiant. I'll just upgrade this immediately.
Neptune's finest!
Load.
Ready!
Okay, the second island, we're going to deal with that in the next episode. This will be Capita Calidor. Barbiram. This can be Hereticum Volien. Apparently didn't like that. Heretic. Oh, of course. Hereticus William, I know why it censored it. I'm sure you guys also managed to figure out why it censored. So yeah, we're gonna go with Hereticus Volume. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna make some sandal makers now. Apparently these buildings burnt down, so let's just instantly repair them. We should have enough leather in stock. 15, yeah, that's good. So the sandal makers have a rather large area of effect. So we can take those two buildings and put them down there, and sandal maker there. Yeah. You take those two down there. Build a wall there. And then we'll take these two, move them there. We can build another sun maker facing the side. There. Do those two have access? Yeah, that there. This one.
Waiting for your decree.
The crate.
I really, really owe you. And not just for this.
Good. The final thing that I wanted to do is check our boats, which is now 22. Means we can build another storage stand. I don't think I want to build it there because that's going to be affecting my town health. So that looks like a good position for it. You can pick up the oats directly from the warehouse here. Alright. That's gonna take a while for that thing down there. Is it possible to put a warehouse there? Yeah. Let's just speed things up so we can get the goods delivered to this building. So all of that's okay, all of that is okay, all of that is okay, and we're producing way too many sandals, but that's fine. What did the sandal makers? They gave +1 income. Yeah. It also gives +2 income to all of the Plebeian residences because they do require the sandals, but they haven't started getting them yet, so we haven't started to get that income as of yet, but we'll get it. As you can see, it's starting to grow now. You can also see on the tooltip there that it says +0.2 out of 2 and +0.1 out of 1 on the population from the need attribute there, so it's slowly growing up there.
It was a wonderful childhood. The tiny bald plot, in it a few animals we loved, the hay bed fresh and soft.
Okay. Yep. With that, I think we're going to wrap up the episode here. In the next episode, I'm going to start dealing with the island over here. One thing that I might do in between episodes here is actually move the city. I want to have the city up here, like in this area here, and I don't really think I want to dedicate an episode to just moving buildings up and back and forth. So you can expect that in the next episode I have moved this and maybe optimized it a little bit, that I get as good coverage as I can from this, especially the Grammaticus and the Sanctuary. I mean, this is fairly good, actually, comes to the effect, but what will massively change the city eventually is when I get the next tier of roads. Now, that does require us to fulfill all of... or rather, not all. We need to fulfill one of these two requirements so that we can get access to the Equites level of population. Because you don't need to fulfill... Like, I don't need to fulfill soap. Know that I fulfill sandals, but I like to fulfill all of the requirements. It's just a thing, like, you get additional population, you get additional health, you get additional income, additional fire safety. It just seems silly, rather, unless you're trying to speedrun up to something, to not provide all of the stuff. And with this second island we have here, with both lavender, resin and olive fertility, I believe we have everything we need. Yeah, we have lavender there, we have resin there, and we have olives there. So this island will actually be able to provide for everything we need to produce those
It gives me peace of mind that my husband
final
wears a warm
3
hat.
resources that we need for these to be fully covered by their needs. But yes, I am going to wrap up the episode here, and if you do have any questions and or comments, then as per usual, I would be very grateful for that down in the comment section. As I have mentioned, any activity you guys do with the videos, including watching them, obviously, does help with the algorithm. I think the viewing is actually the thing that helps the absolute most, but interactions with the videos also does help with visibility, as far as I understand the YouTube algorithms. It's YouTube algorithm. Many people say it's a mystery. It isn't really. It's based upon one thing. It's maximizing the profits for Google. Secondarily, that tends to also affect the income of the creators, but Google takes most of the cut, so but I'm angry or upset about that or anything like that. But yeah, I think you get the point here. Watching the videos is definitely the best thing, but if you watch the video, then leaving a comment, just an emoji, something, and potentially liking, much appreciated. For now, thank you all so very much for joining me, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.